Hello everyone and welcome to Sempiternus. That is the welcome you get when you join our server for the very first time. When you spawn in, there will be fireworks because fireworks are awesome. And how awesome are these fireworks? If you walk forward from spawning in, as tempting as it will be to go backwards and forwards, at some point you'll have to play. You walk forward, you will see there are 2 lecterns. These lecterns will give you basic information about how to claim and the mod packs we have running on the server. You'll also see a waypoint. This spawn waypoint should be preloaded into your waypoints. So no matter where you are in the world, you will always be able to come back to spawn. If you look at spawn, we are in a mesa biome in the middle of one of the biggest mesas I have seen on a map, I think ever. So to get you started, I'm not going to go back over the fireworks. To get you started, I've built a little house. You come into the house, you will see there are beds, so you can set your spawn, change it from night to day. You'll find a kitchen with, there will be a little bit of coal in there when you start, but a kitchen, a fridge that will be stocked, a fully set up enchanting area. So if you have bits you want to enchant later on but don't have your enchanting area, you can come back here and use this one. Same with the potion stand. And if you come down this trapdoor here, you will see we've got some chickens, which you are welcome to kill a couple of. As long as you breed them back, I'll make sure there is some seeds down here. And take any eggs on the floor. There are some carrots and potatoes. Again, if you click them, you can take them and it will automatically replant them. Oh, a little bit juttery. If you come up over the bridge, you can click on the apple tree and somewhere along here will drop you some apples. All of these will help you on your journey when you are going to find your base. If you look at my inventory, you will see that you've got a little bit of a starter kit. Now this starter kit will change and adapt as the season goes on so that newer players get gear in level with where the rest of us are. But for now, as the season starts, you will get a stone axe, a stone pickaxe, a stone sword. I've just picked these up. A backpack, we'll have a look in that in a moment. An astral tome, which is used for astral sorcery, one of the mods on here. Some torches, some wooden armour. Open the backpack. You'll see that we've given you a waystone so that you can set your waystone when you found your home. You have a guidebook for essentials, for thermal series, and for mystical agriculture. I've not actually looked in any of these yet, but I think these are to help you with those mods. You have a sleeping bag, a boat, a few more torches, some cooked food, a welcome note from me, and a wallet and a coin. We'll go into these in a little bit more detail a little bit later on. But for now, we will go and have a look at how to claim. After a little while of wandering, you're likely to come across somewhere that you would like to make your home. This area is actually somewhere that Dragon Ring Kai has picked for his starting area. Back over there, you'll see smoke rising from the trees, because there's a nice little house there. And in front of us is a village. It's very, very important that you find the center point of your claim, as this is the point we will use to measure how big your claim is and the distance between your claim and someone else's. Claim size will be 500 blocks in any direction from the center point of your claim. So if you were to settle down at 1,000, your claim would be from 500 to 1,500 on the X, and the same on the Y, on the Z. I cannot word. The minimum distance between claims is 1,500 blocks. So think a little bit before deciding exactly where you want your centre point to be. For Dragon, I would suggest maybe somewhere between the villages, or potentially somewhere either side. It's completely up to him as to where his centre point will be. And as the season progresses, that is going to get a little bit more tricky, but just ask on Discord and one of us will give you a hand and help you work it out. Your claim will be used for your base, for any farms that you would like to make. If you make a colony, it will sit within that claim, and all of your mining. We are allowing one claim per person. There is a tiny few exceptions on this. I'm just going to go through them now. One of these exceptions is outposts. So things like witch farms, raid farms, and ocean monuments. As these won't necessarily fit within your claim, you are allowed to have one of these things per person. If you would like to make a raid farm, or a guardian farm, or a witch farm, you may make one. Just let us know which one it is that you're making so that I can keep an eye on the lag that these things can cause, and obviously make a note of the coordinates to make sure they're not in somebody else's claim. We think by having one per person of that group, it's fair for everyone. It's fairer for the new people coming in because they then have an equal playing field, as it's not one person who has control of all the types of external farms. If that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you. But, you know, you can argue it with me on Discord. Always happy to listen. Another reason for only allowing one of those farm types per player, so it's not one of each, it's just one, is to try and keep the economy fair. This is the shopping district. Not going to give too many spoilers. You can see we've got a nice centerpiece of the shopping district, and behind me is my shop. So this is my shop. It's just a fairly pretty little shop. And you will see it is set up with our shop mod. Our shop mod is a bank connected with cables and trading posts on top. The trading posts allow you to sell things for money or for free, and it is a completely, I hope it's completely secure way of being able to trade on the server. Remember the wallet that I mentioned at the beginning? Well, I've taken it out of my backpack and it sits here in its own dedicated spot. You will need your wallet to make purchases. You only need to have it in your inventory, so it can sit quite happily in the little slot and you'll still be able to make purchases. The coins I also mentioned are made from a material found in the wild. You can mine it like diamonds. And just like diamonds, you can use Fortune 3 on it and you get more drop. If you open up your wallet, you can take your money and deposit it, and it's now in my wallet. You see I've got one there. And if you look at the top of my mini map, you can see my wallet sign and the fact it says 1RC. To purchase something, you go up to the post that is selling it. You can see everything that I'm selling here. So I'm selling white stained glass for free. This is to replace the stuff on the floor. I'm selling dirt, again for free. This is to enable players just to have a go, to be able to try it out. I'm selling trees for 1 coin and bread for 1 coin. If you go up to the item and right click, you will purchase the item and it will take the money straight out of your wallet. So if I try it on the tree, put that up there and click on the tree, my coin has gone down and I now have a tree. One of the other things you can do with this mod is you will have one of these security wrenches. They only work on the trading post that you place, so I can't go to somebody else's and use it. But if you click on the trading post, you put the item you want to sell in the top and then in the inventory, change the amount you are selling and the price that you would like to sell them for. Unfortunately, you have to go up one at a time and that resets it. But you can set it at 3, and then when you're happy, you can then send a message to the chat to tell people what you're selling and how much. The other option you can do is you can switch it to buying. So this says that I would like 1 tree and I'd like to pay 3 coins for it. And again, you can send a little broadcast out and it will tell the chat that I want to buy 1 sapling for 3 coins. And then people come up and just like before, if they click on it, oh, I've got the wrench in my hand. If they click on it and I've got it in my inventory, I can then sell it to the shop. It's a little bit weird to start with, but once you get used to it, it's actually really, really easy. And as long as, like I said, you've got your wallet in your inventory, it will keep a running cost total of your coins at the top. The ore you are looking for looks like this. So this is rarium ore. So it's found in the wild. I believe it's between levels 0 and 30. And when you mine it, there you go. It drops experience and the rarium crystal. You would then take that crystal to a crafting table. I don't actually have any up here in the clouds. Oh, you can do it in your inventory. That's even better. So you can pop the rarium in your inventory and it turns into coins. I think the first 10 coins are bronze. Anything after that is silver, and then it automatically turns it into gold. But do not quote me on that. I could be very, very wrong. So that is that's my shop. The rules for claims on in the shopping district is basically no bigger than the one I've got here. So the one I've got here is, I think, 25 by 25. And you're getting more sneak peeks of the map than I want you to. So with that, we're going to go have a quick look at the claims. The Nether. Claims in the Nether. Claims in the Nether are directly linked to the claims in the overworld. So because the Nether is 8 times smaller than the overworld, you will have 65 blocks from your center point in the overworld divided by 8. That makes sense to you? Makes sense in my head. Again, not always very good at getting these things across. So whatever your center point is in the world, we'll turn that into the Nether coordinates, and then you will have 65 from either direction as your claim area. 65 blocks outwards in any direction. This is to, again, avoid overlap. When it comes to things like bastions and nether fortresses, I think I'm going to go first come, first serve. But I'm still working on those details, so don't be surprised if it changes just a little bit. The end. As we're coming towards the end of the video, I thought I'd pop into the end and just say the end is free for all. As you can hear quite loudly, the dragon is still up. I haven't killed it. I have no plans to kill it anytime soon. But I expect it will be killed very, very early on in the season. The end, when it comes to loot, It is literally first come, first serve. But we will reset the end as and when it is needed. So don't worry, you will still be able to get your elytras if you want shulker boxes. All the other awesome things you can get in the end with the Mine Colonies data pack, with the other data packs in the server whose names have completely slipped my tongue right now. I have no idea what is in the loot chests in the end. All I know is when I've played modded before, the loot tends to be that little bit better and a little bit more awesome. So as I wrap this video up, hopefully the claims are a little bit more clear. It will all be written down for you to see, both in-game and on Discord. If you have any questions, please give me a shout. As for this video, it has been an absolute nightmare to make, so don't expect me to make any more anytime soon. But if you want to follow me, keep up with what I'm doing, then there will be links to Twitch below, along with links to my Patreon. If you're watching this and you'd like to know how to get on the server, information will be on my Patreon and on my Discord, of course, as well, which will also be linked below. Excuse me, sir. I know I've got you on a lead because you are awesome and I want you to be in my shot, but I'm trying to say goodbye. Thank you. I will catch you in my next live stream, and I can't wait for this to launch. Hopefully you're watching this and we've already launched and everything's gone smoothly and wonderfully. But if not, enjoy the teaser. Goodbye.